Welcome back to SnowRunner, everybody. This is going to be a bit of a long drive, but I want to go do that contest so that everything here is done except for the logging. So, we got to drive all the way to the lumber mill, so it's just going to be, you know, a bit of a drive here in the beginning. After that, I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess we'll probably go to Smithville and just start working on other tasks. I mean, I guess I could work on logging stuff, but I'm going to save that for last. Yeah, this is right. I do think I have to haul something, so I'm just going to keep this setup that I have right now. So I'm fairly certain I have to haul something. I started another game. I just could not like stick with one game right now. It's hilarious to me. That is not the kind of not the kind of person I am. I usually like finish a game when I start it, and I just have not been doing that. But I downloaded Days Gone Remastered because obviously Days Gone is an amazing game, and I don't know, I really wanted to play it again, and they remastered it, so I figure I'll support Bend and buy it because, you know, I'd love to see that game get a sequel, even though it probably never will. But, you know, in a way, I feel like them remastering it and seeing how well it sells is there's got to be a reason why they were going to do that. Like, and I think it has sold well, so, you know, maybe we will get a sequel to it, who knows. I know Bend is working on an unannounced game right now, so, but there's no chance it's Days Gone 2. But it's been fun. I like literally only just got to Lost Lake last night, so I still have a long ways to go. That game is pretty long, and you know, there's a lot of stuff to do for trophies and things. I plan on playing through the game and getting as many trophies as possible, as far as like story trophies and everything. I may try and do the challenge trophies again. I remember when I was doing those challenge trophies last time, like the extra like DLC trophies. They're not required for platinum, but you know, I like to, if I really like games, I like to get the 100% completion for the trophy list. And I remember that being tough. Like I had to try a couple of those maps like over and over again, because there's almost like a, I don't know how exactly to explain it. It's kind of like I guess like a zombie mode, like from Call of Duty, like where they just like spawn in waves and you have to like take out the hordes. It's not the new thing that they added with the remaster. They added a whole new thing called Horde Assault, which I have yet to play, so I'll definitely play that and get those trophies as well, because that has its own trophies. But like the regular like challenge mode game, whatever thing that they have, I may end up just loading my PS4 save and seeing if those trophies will auto pop. Same with all the New Game Plus trophies, like Survival 2 and all that, because like I did all of that before, and it's not that I don't enjoy playing Days Gone, because I do, but I just don't know if I want to play through it like 3 times, because I think it takes like 3 playthroughs. Or I could have done this, I could have started the game in Survivor, or Survival, whatever it's called. Survivor, and then done New Game Plus in Survivor 2 to get all of those trophies and only have to play through the game twice. But playing through the game on a fresh save on Survival would be really, really hard. So, because you can't, not that I fast travel very often in the game, but you can't fast travel in Survival. There's no HUD, and obviously enemies are a lot stronger, and you're very weak in the beginning of the game. Like, you almost feel like it's too hard. So, like, it's much easier to play Survival on New Game Plus than it is on a fresh playthrough. Because you have all the weapons unlocked, you know, you have all the skills unlocked, you're just way more powerful, and you have way more ability to evade and all that stuff. But I don't know. We'll see how I feel. If I want to try them again, I'll try them again. But if I'm getting frustrated with it, I'm probably just gonna load the save and see if they'll auto pop, because you know it's just an easy way to just get all those trophies again without having to painstakingly go through the whole. Should have turned. Ugh. Let's turn on the next road. But yeah, it's a great game. If you've never played Days Gone, I would definitely recommend it. It's a really fun game. I also played that before I had started recording for YouTube. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I recorded any of Days Gone. But again, that's not really... I've kind of come to find that I don't really enjoy doing that, especially with story... really like heavily story-based games, because I don't know, I find I can't get into it as much when I'm only playing in short, like 30-minute sections. I don't know, I just don't really enjoy doing gameplays like that anymore. I prefer more things like this for YouTube, where there's no like real story. It's just, you know, me driving trucks around and delivering stuff. Or like a helpful video where I like, you know, it's easier if you do this, or those kinds of things. I don't know. I just find that I don't really enjoy doing it, because then I feel like it takes away from playing the game, and it almost just feels like a chore to play the game because I have to record it and talk, and it's just not just relaxing and playing a game to me anymore. I don't know, maybe one day I'll get back into doing that, but I wouldn't expect to get any, like, Let's Plays, I guess you could call them. I really still would like to do Tales of Iron 2, but again, it's kind of the same situation. I really enjoyed that game, and I don't want to... I really enjoyed that game, and I don't want to, like, tarnish my experience playing it, just trying to record it, so... Just auto load, I don't care. $600. Alright, drilling site, church, old house, and... oh, that's it. So, I guess we should go do the drilling site first. Again, I don't really care what metal I get on this. It doesn't matter. We just have to complete it for 100%. A lot of people don't realize that. You don't have to get a gold medal in order to get 100% on the region. You just have to do the contest. So you could get... we could do this and let the timer run for an hour and finish it, and it would still count as completion. Like, you don't even have to treat these as like a, you know, a timed thing. Just do it like any other task or contract and it counts. Time does not matter. It's just like one of the biggest things I tend to see on like this subreddit is like, oh, I completed Michigan, and then you see like they don't have 100%, and it's like, why didn't you get 100%? And they're like, oh, I couldn't be bothered to do the contests and have to do it in a certain time limit. And it's like, that you just need to do the contest. You don't need to get a certain medal. And people are like, oh, and it's like, why would you not try that before? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, just give it a shot, and if you don't get a gold medal, if you're thinking you have to get a gold medal, and if you don't get the gold medal and it still counts towards completion, be like, oh, cool, I don't need to get a gold medal for that. And then just do them. It's just funny to me that people do that. I see it all the time, too, and I've had to explain to people on the subreddit, and I've put it, I think it's in my Michigan tips video about contests. But, like, there's literally no reason to avoid them. Running a little bit. Sorry if I'm sniffly. It's Friday, the 6th, as I'm recording this. It's my son's last day of school today. Then he goes to summer camp. I work tonight. We have a concert. It's a relatively bigger name. So it's like a more of a national tour act rather than just like a tribute band act or whatever. I'm just sound support. I don't really have to do anything. I just have to make sure they're good. They're connected to our. They give me like a left-right sub or whatever. Well, they won't need to do that because we are actually renting it. I'm confused. Did I just drive around? I did. I just drove her. No, I didn't. Sorry, I'm just confused. I mean, I probably could go that way, but I'm not going to. Anyway, they just, they either need to give me a, you know, just a mix out if they can, so that I can send it through my system so that I can get it out to, like, the lobby and, like, the suite and, you know, things like that, hearing loop system. If they can't, I have a SM81 that's aimed at the stage, which isn't ideal, but it'll work in a pinch. But usually they can give me like an output. It's all good. But then my wife's birthday is Saturday, and then Sunday I have a dance recital that's like all day long. And then Monday I leave for Florida. So there probably won't be a whole lot of videos. I might be able to record a video on Monday. Because my flight's not until like 7 o'clock at night. And my flight is actually out of my hometown. Because we have a little regional airport. And it flies to Florida. So we're flying, like, it's literally, like, I live so close to the airport, it's crazy. Like, it would take me 2 minutes to get to the airport. But yeah, so I should be able to record a video on Monday. But obviously there's going to be a lack of videos that week because I'm not going to be able to record enough that I can have a video go up every day or whatever. But then the next 2 weeks when I come back after that trip are going to be pretty rough. So I think the videos in June are going to be pretty slim. That's just kind of how it's going to be. There's not really anything I can do about that. It's just I'm really busy pretty much from here on out through June. So when June's over, things at work slow down substantially. I only work like 32-hour weeks in the summer. I don't work on Mondays at all. Like, it'll be much better in the summertime. Things should be able to get back on a much more consistent schedule. At least that's the goal. Although last summer is when I kind of stopped recording. Last year and like went on a 6-month-long hiatus. But I don't plan on doing that this summer. This summer I do plan on just, you know, doing my normal thing. Recording SnowRunner when I can, and we're going to get this stuff done. I'm excited for Florida, though. It's going to be a fun trip. We get to go to Universal one night. Studios, which kind of sucks. It's like the worst of the three, but, you know, it's whatever. It'll be alright. It'll be fun. It's like not that I have to pay for it or anything. I am excited, though, because I'll finally get to see at least part of Harry Potter World. I have yet to see any of that. So I'll get to see Diagon Alley, which is the original. So that'll be cool. We'll get to ride the Gringotts ride, hopefully. It'll be fun. But it's just, like, it's going to be a lot of, like, I have to go sit in, like, seminars and stuff and learn about shit. That's why we're going to this, I guess. But it'll be cool. I mean, I just get to sit in a bunch of audio things, and then, you know, they have like a show floor where there's, you know, vendors sitting out and whatever else. So it'll be fun. I'll probably get some swag, stickers and things of various companies. But yeah, it'll be fun. And then one of the nights, there's a couple nights. Our executive director is coming down like Wednesday night, I think, and she's gonna do some things with us. Oh damn, there's another truck here. She's gonna do some things with us. We have like a dinner planned with her, and then another night we're doing an escape room, so it'll be cool. Alright, so that is everything done here except for these logging contracts. So Let's just drive this over to Smithville. What's the... Yeah, this is here too. We might as well just take this over as well. I'll just tow it. It'd be awesome if this had all-wheel drive. But I can't get that till Alaska. Okay, attach winch. Kodiak was getting ahead of me. I am like really dreading the week after this trip to Florida though. It's gonna be such a long week. I'm scheduled for like 72 hours, I think. 72 and a half, something like that. It's pretty awful. And I'm paid salary, so I only get paid for 40 hours. Now, that being said, they will give me like, I mean, like I said, I'll only work 32-hour weeks over the summer and I'll still get paid for 40. So that's nice. But like, they'll give me like a week that's much lighter. Like, they may only schedule me for like 20 hours one of these weeks and I'll still get paid for 40. So they will like give me back the time that I wasn't paid for, essentially. Because it's not necessarily fair and they understand that, but you know, that's what happens when you work for a venue and they pay you a salary instead of paying you hourly. Which, you know, there's benefits to both sides, I guess. But at the end of the day, I'm happy with my job. Am I totally happy with my pay? No. But are you ever really totally happy with your pay? I feel like everyone always wants to make more money. That's just how life works. And I should get a raise here after July, because technically I am doing a job that has more responsibility. And I should be getting that position. There's no reason why it shouldn't be given to me. I'd be pretty pissed off if it wasn't given to me, actually. So I should get a raise with it. Now, I don't know if I'll get like a substantial raise or if it's just going to be a stupid little percentage increase because, you know, they don't have to give me a big raise, even though I'm doing a job that's more responsibility. But, you know, I kind of was lowballed anyways when I got that job. But at the end, like, I was just so happy to have a full-time job, a full-time salary job, that I just didn't care. And I wanted the job, so I was like, sure, I'll take it. Which I would not, you know, recommend. But I was a stay-at-home dad for like 3.5 years, and that took a toll on me mentally. I love my kids more than anything, but I am just not cut out for that. Being a stay-at-home parent is a lot. And it's not even so much like the taking care of your kids part. It's like I feel like I didn't interact with like any adults other than like my wife or like other family members. Like, I never saw other people. I mean, I would try to get out and hang out with friends, but I don't really have a whole lot of friends that live around here anymore. some of my main friends, like my best friends, like live in North Carolina and Florida, and like they don't live close by. And you know, as you get older, it's just hard to do that anyway, especially when you have kids. Like there's just not enough time in the day or in the week to hang out with people. It's just too much going on all the time. So it was just hard to get together with people, and you know, it was a tough time for me, for sure. I'm gonna take these up to the garage. Actually, I'm gonna drive them up separately because this needs gas. I might as well just get gas in both of them. Alright, now we could do that trial, but I don't have... I may honestly... Well, no, I'm gonna bring everything over here because it makes sense to just kind of do the maps now. Just do Smithville, then go to Island Lake, and then Drummond Island. Just because instead of like, you know, most of my trucks are on this map right now, so I'm not gonna bother. Like, I would like to get all my trucks back to the garage so that they're all just there, and I, you know, if I need something, I can jump over to it. But like, I'll do that in like a... That may be something that I do. You may get an extra episode that doesn't have commentary. That may be something I do, is clean up all the trucks and get them all in one spot so that I can have all my trucks at my disposal and get this done quicker, essentially. Because the P16 is here too, but it's over at the drilling site, and I'm pretty sure it's almost out of gas, so that may have to sit there. I'm gonna need to go get my Scout. Is that over here? That might be over here. I don't remember. I think it's on Island Lake. Or no, it is here, because this was where I got the last upgrades. It should be on this map. I mean, it's low on fuel. That's never going to make it back. Yeah, it is here. Alright, I just want to jump in this. I'm going to fuel it up. I might as well. There's no reason not to. The fuel station's right here. I think I'm going to do this Michigan trial, though. I think we'll get that done first. I just got to jump in my Chevy and run over there and do that. It'll be quick. Part of me does wish that I would have started. I mean, I know people would have given me a bunch of shit for it, but part of me wishes I would have done a new game plus hard mode where I could have picked the hard things I wanted. Like, I understand paying for fuel, like that makes sense. I understand paying for recoveries, that makes sense. But the whole like transferring trucks between regions and having to pay for that is dumb. Like, it's just really stupid. I understand, like, in reality, transferring your trucks to different places would cost money. But, like, that's just such a dumb thing in the game. Because if you think about it, whenever I go to another map or another region, every truck I pull out of the garage is going to cost me money. And like that's crazy. Like that's going to end up costing like thousands of dollars. Just pulling trucks out of the garage. Alright. Why is it doing that? I don't know if you noticed that, but it's like every time I jump in there, it won't let me change. Okay. I don't really want to go through that. I guess we could do Unlucky Fisherman too. Let's actually see if I can go down and get that. Might as well. If I can get that and just drag it along behind me. Knock out two things at once. I feel like I've been making some good progress as of late. Been a little happier with all of that. Alright, let's see if we can go through here. This may be a really bad idea, but it looks like it's not too bad. So it's, as long as it's not like mud in here, which it shouldn't be. Fisherman's house is up here, right? That's actually not where I thought it was. Oh, well, easy. It's not that far away anyway. Whoops. What the hell? No. know if I'm gonna be able to get this out of here. I may need to bring a bigger truck, to be honest. Moving. I'm kind of impressed with this truck, to be honest. Not even really wheeling or anything, and I even have a trailer on this. If this thing can get up this without any problems, I'm going to be really impressed. It's pulling a trailer. It's also towing a truck, which granted the truck is on. So the reverse gear of the truck's helping a little bit, but like, if it makes it up here, I'm going to be really impressed. Look at this thing go, dude. Hell yeah. Alright, that actually was helping substantially. Alright. Now let's see if we can get this trial done. We should be able to. I can go across down here where the White Western Star was, and it'll get us over there. It's been a good episode in my opinion. Haven't had any issues. Clearing tasks, contests. Here, right? This will get me across. Yeah. It may not be the best way to go, but it'll get me over there. Instead of driving all the way around. And we should be able to get through this. It shouldn't be a problem. Famous last words. Is that cement? I don't know, it might be. Should have picked that up for one of the other jobs, but I didn't do it. It's either cement or it's oil barrels. I don't remember which one. I think there's oil barrels that are laying around too. This is such an easy crossing. This actually works out really well because I come up here and I'm like right at flag A. I have been playing a little bit of Roadcraft again. I've been jumping around games, like I said. Been playing all kinds of things. I did finish Marlene and Bill on their return in The Last of Us, so I got those trophies, so we're all good there. Still playing through The Last of Us again too, but I'm not like that pressed about that because obviously I have all the trophies. I was just playing through it for fun. But I am at Abby's part now, so that's kind of where I've stopped and haven't really played. And not that I don't like Abby's part. Abby's part is arguably probably my favorite part of part 2. But I just, you know. Been jumping around. This is definitely going to do it for this episode, though, because we're already at 45 minutes, and this is probably going to take a good 5 to 10 minutes to finish, so... I don't understand why my diff lock was freaking out there. Thought that only did that on hard surfaces. See, it's doing it again. I just like, it's just funny to me, like, there's just nothing better than SnowRunner. Like, they just have not, I think it's funny, it's like, Saber is like Jagex and RuneScape. Like, they've tried to make other games, and like, other spin-off games that like, use the same lore and all that, and they just suck. And it's like, I feel like Saber is doing the same thing. I mean, they've made Expeditions, they made Roadcraft, and like while they have their, you know, things that makes those games good in itself, like they went away from like the like core value of like the game, of like what SnowRunner is and what makes SnowRunner so great. Whereas they could have just created a sequel to SnowRunner and added in the things they did with Expeditions and Roadcraft, and I feel like that would have made more sense, but I almost just rolled there. But like, I don't know, it just seems odd to me. I do like Roadcraft. I like it better than Expeditions for sure. I like the whole like automation management of it. I think that's a neat thing. The only thing that I am struggling with when it comes to Roadcraft is just like I don't really like the clunkiness of things, especially the paver. Like, that thing is terrible. There's some other things that I find annoying. Like, I don't really like how only scouts have winches. I don't really like the way the garage system works. I don't know, it's weird. I do like the game, but it just definitely has some weird mechanics and choices that they made, but I don't know. Get back to the road before I flip and roll down this hill. We're doing good here. I really don't want to mess up. I want to get this finished so we have a clean episode. Clean episode with no mistakes and no edits. So I'll be honest, I use that save that if I roll over or something, I quit the game immediately so I can revert back, because sometimes it's just a pain in the ass when you roll over. And you can call that cheating if you like, but it just saves me a headache. Okay, flag D, flag C. I guess I should try and cut through somewhere. I need to try to get over here. Take your time, Adam. Don't roll the truck, please. Figure out how I can get up this other side. I think over here is safer. Yeah, we should be able to cruise up this. Look at the texture of these rocks. Looks like shit. Excuse me? Am I stuck on something? Does it just not have the torque to do it? Oh, I'm out of gas. It's like, what is happening? It always takes me way too long to realize that I'm almost out of fuel. Okay, it clearly does not have the torque in low gear to do that. Because rocks are treated the same as mud as far as traction goes, I'm pretty sure. Rocks share a value with one of the other values, whether it be dirt or mud or I don't remember. You'd think it would share it with asphalt, but it does not. Alright. Now, I would like to get back to the road. Then it rolled. Damn it. Well, I'll figure this out next episode. I'm not really that worried about it. It's alright. It'll be easy to flip this. I can get to here pretty easily with another truck. Well, I say that, but we are kind of... Yeah, it's alright. I'll fix it. The White Western Star is right there. I could probably chug along up here and just pull it over. Let's see. What do we have left to do here? Probably a lot, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, There's 7 more tasks to do here. And there's 2 contracts. I mean, we're getting it. We're at 80%, so we're not that far off. Island Lake has, what, 4 tasks? 5. Drummond Island has 4. So yeah, we're not that far off. We have like 12 to 15 more tasks to do. So, you know, things are getting there. I think we'll be alright. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this here, and I'll deal with this next episode. Or if I do like a no commentary episode, I'll include whatever I do to recover this. I'm not gonna recover it to my garage by any means. I'm gonna bring a truck over here and flip it over, but I'll include that in that video if I do end up doing that. So leave a like if you liked it. That's not how my outro goes. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to, and I will catch you in the next episode. Where's the guy? The guy's not in the truck. Huh. Funny. Alright. Have a good one. I can't honk the horn because my engine's off and there's no guy in the truck. See ya.